Hi, I'm Dr. Druv and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel not on medicine, but all the other aspects needed to live our medicine lives. Today, we're going to be talking about a concept or a model called the CTFAR. There's various names for it in the literature, but I've removed all the marketing and essentially put down the acronym that helps us remember the different elements in this particular model. It focuses on families and passing values to the next generation. So what is the CTFAR model? It is essentially a thought process, a mindset that allows us to differentiate and move through certain issues in our lives. So starting with C, which is a circumstance that we have gone through. So here, I'm going to use an example here. There's a circumstance that we could not place a central line. Because I'm a physician, I'm going to pick a physician-oriented example here. So this can then result in, some people say a feeling, or some people say thoughts, whichever way. These are kind of interchangeable, but essentially it results in thoughts that could be good, like I'm learning to be a better doctor. Bad, or it could be bad, like I'm a bad doctor. And obviously, based on the colors that you see there, the bad thoughts result in, I wouldn't say bad feelings, but suboptimal feelings such as being mad or frustrated, which then results in actions, which is you get shaky hands when you have to do the next central line placement, and you feel like more delegating the task away because I'm a bad doctor. So you can see it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where if you have that thought that results in a feeling, it creates actions that reinforce that thought. While as if I change that thought to I am learning to be a better doctor, despite not being able to place a central line, which is a circumstance that I can't change, then the feelings it can create is more vulnerability or being startled or being surprised. And the actions it creates is trying again. Maybe the patient's anatomy is different, and so I need to call for help, or this is just not something that I could do at this point of time for whatever reason. It just leaves us in a better state of mind that allows us to move forward. Now this results in the bad thoughts result in technical incompetence and more anxiety, while as the good thoughts result in technical competence and help boost our feelings. So you can see that this model on the way we think is very important when we make mistakes. This is more useful in the financial world, because in the financial world, we're so afraid of losing money. So the circumstances we have lost money, it results in thoughts saying I'm not a good investor or I'm a bad investor, which results in various feelings, good or bad. And then ultimately the result is that we're not a good investor or a ideal investor. And so you can see that this mindset has a very strong influence on the way we do things, and we are emotional creatures. And hopefully this example explains that to you. And so why is this model important? So we talked about mastering one's thoughts, our mindset. I mean, at this point, I can only share some quotes. Better the pain of discipline than the pain of regret. I mean, we all have desires. Desires start, discipline continues, and rituals cement things. I mean, this is a phrase I heard on a podcast called The Knowledge Project, which essentially tries to collect all the best ways we can live our lives in every aspect, from love, marriage, the way we think, the way we do things, what professions to achieve, and so on and so forth. I mean, it's a massive podcast, a massive undertaking. It's one podcast I listen to compared to thousands of other episodes that I do listen to in order to myself collect that information so that we can live our best physician lives. And so how does one go about learning this model? Well, you can take courses, you can read books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. There's a good book written by a physician called Maxwell Maltz, called Psycho-Cybernetics, or you can listen to podcasts like The Knowledge Project by Shane Parrish. He also has an excellent website. So there's a 1,000 ways you can change the way you think and model. and that's the CTFAR model in 5 minutes, which has taken me 2 years to truly understand that model, truly understand the mindset. This is what people talk about, the scarcity versus the abundance mindset, and so on and so forth. But essentially, it's very important to understand how powerful our thoughts are in being able to control our actions, or how powerful our feelings are in being able to control our actions. A good phrase that I've heard is that all feelings are accepted. There's no good or bad feelings, they're just feelings. However, the actions need to be limited and controlled. Our thoughts need to be channeled. Our fears need to be channeled in order to be able to achieve our goals. So hopefully this serves as a primer to you in a world filled with information but lacks succinctness. A few action items. If you'd like to follow the exact frameworks used by affluent physicians to take back control of their time and money, check out the link in the description below. I make these videos because my mission is to help 10,000 physicians across this world fight burnout, and I wish I had someone explaining these concepts earlier to me. I did not learn any of these from the university, from medical school, even my parents up to some extent, but you know, I'm obviously grateful for my parents and the people that I've come in contact with. Come and join my free Facebook group of like-minded physicians with resources, cheat sheets, calculators, everything in between to live our best lives. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for taking your time to take care of patients and listen to this video. I'll see you in the next episode.